What's up, guys? We're back. Today's day 7 of the free bootcamp, the last day of the bootcamp. It's been real, it's been awesome, and I truly hope you guys have learned a lot. In this video, basically me putting everything together, going over your trading plan, scaling your trading to how do you scale, how do you make sure you continue on that consistent path, when do you know if you want to become a full-time trader, watch list building. We're just going to be putting everything together, guys, giving you guys reminders and stuff like that. So first, starting off, I want to go over you're being prepared for the market. So let's just do a recap. You should scan the market, scan the setups every single night, every single Sunday, and ideally every morning and every Sunday is the best. And if you could every night, it's awesome. But every Sunday, you're gonna be looking for top setups that look good. You're gonna be marking it down all your levels. You're also then going to be going and saying, okay, now that I have my levels marked down, are there any chart patterns in the chart? I showed you guys about the chart patterns. You're gonna look for those triangles, ascending triangles, those flags, those gap fills and stuff like that. Look for those, mark the levels down, be prepared for the market. And then every morning you're looking for stocks that are up the most, down the most. You're looking at if any of your setups from Sunday are looking good in the morning. And if they are, that's really, really good. That's really, really good. Today's Monday. Yesterday I was scanning the setup MU. And what ended up happening was MU, it was a stronger stock today. I traded the retest of a key area and I got a sick trade on it. How did I catch this trade? Because I was prepared. I did my research on Sunday and I traded it on Monday when it was a stronger stock today. So guys, you need to stay prepared. And don't think you're gonna wake up 5 minutes before the market opens and be a profitable trader. You're not. You need to be prepared. You need to be scanned and you need to be in the proper mindset. What are you doing? You're waking up 2 minutes before the market open, you're tired, you're in a bad mood. No. You have to be ready, be energized, have confidence in yourself. These are all little things that people don't think about, but you need. You're not gonna be a profitable trader, you're not gonna be part of the 1% waking up 1 minute before the market open. You're just not. You're waking up 1 minute before the market open, you don't know if there's any major headlines, you don't know what stocks look good, what stocks look bad. You wake up, you take a trade off the open, then you're really screwed because you have notifying levels, notifying pre-market levels. What if there's a different stock that's stronger than that stock? What if this stock had news, you didn't do your research on it yet? You're setting yourself up for failure. So that's really, really important, is having that trading plan and building your watch list. So remember, with watch list, moving over how stocks move level to level, that is very, very important. So this reminder, stocks move level to level. There's no random price action, none of that. Stocks move level to level, and you need to mark down all those levels. Don't guess where a stock's gonna go. There's no guessing. We don't guess, we react. That's really, really big, and that's where I think I'm very different than a lot of people. A lot of people predict. They think, I think Tesla's gonna rip the next 3 weeks. Tesla could rip, Tesla could dip, Tesla could chop. I don't care what it does, because I'm not gonna predict, I'm gonna react. In trading, I said this yesterday, but I'm gonna go more on it today. You need to just strictly be off reactions where your mind is like a command center. If this happens, then I do this. If this happens, then I do this. And that's it. That's the only way you'll make a decision, is if this, then this, if this, then this. And I know there's probably some of you guys who are paper trading out there and you don't know how to go from paper trading to regular trading. So I wanted to give you guys some tips. If say you have $2,000 saved up, it doesn't mean you put all $2,000 in your trading account. No. Maybe put $500 in your trading account or $1,000, but do not put the whole amount, because most traders blow their first account. Well, that's okay. It's a part of trading. On that blown account, you are going to learn so much. I hope you don't blow any accounts. With what I've seen, is most traders blow at least one account when they get started. So be prepared. Only put in an amount of money that you're okay with losing. You understand that you can lose this money, and only put it if you lose that money that it won't affect you. So make sure that's something really, really, really big. On top of that, there's another aspect where people say, PB, what if I don't want to trade your strategy? That's okay. This is where you want to paper trade. So if you want to look for a new strategy, that's okay. You don't have to trade my strategy. I just like my strategy. I know my strategy works, and it's what works for me. But it might not work for you. So what you want to do is backtest. You want to go on paper trading and you want to test out different strategies, see what you like, see what you don't like. Go for the previous month's data on the stock, what the strategy you're going to use, and see what the win rate would have been and what your average loss compared to your average win would have been. These are things you need to do. Like, it's not just like you wake up in the morning and you press buttons and you make money. Yeah, sure. Like, once you get very, very experienced and profitable, it gets somewhat to a point like that, but there's always a huge battle. So it's not as easy as people make it seem. Trading is one of the hardest ways to make easy money. It is. You spend years and years literally fighting against yourself. It's a mind battle against yourself to then hopefully eventually learn a skill that's going to make you can't even put a number to how much money you can make with trading because there's no limit, which is why I truly believe it's the best. So that's just another thing I wanted to go over. And another thing is, like, there's going to be times where you want to stay away from getting blinded from the money. Like, you don't want to put a goal of making $5,000 a week or $500 a day or $1,000 a month. Don't do that. Set your goals based off performance. Please, please, please set your goals based off performance, guys. That is going to be so important, is set your goals based off performance, not all based off money. If anything, try to take the money out of trading. He's a very successful person I know, and he told me this the other day. He was like, PB, let me teach you something. It's the best piece of advice I can give to you. This guy's worth 9 figures. I said, okay, what is it? He said, don't chase the money, let the money chase you. And the advisor might think, what do you mean? That's just stupid. Don't chase the money, let the money chase you. But what does that actually mean? It means that when you're trying so hard to make money, like when you're just full focus is on making money, the money is not going to come. But when you focus on actually being the best at that skill set, what's going to happen is the money's going to chase you. The money's going to come naturally. Think about it like this with a business. Look at the biggest businesses in the world. These businesses weren't made for the sole purpose of making money. These businesses were where people saw a problem and they found a solution and they monetized off of that solution. You will have the most successful businesses not when you're trying to make money, but when you're trying to solve a problem. When you're creating something that people need. So that's something to always keep in mind, guys, is like, I don't even know traders who they turn their P&L off. They don't look at their P&L in the day. They trade, and whatever their P&L is at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Just trade. That's it. And that's pretty smart. If you get blinded on money, do that. Another thing that happens is, like, you see traders and on Instagram and Twitter, they're showing these huge gains. Don't get blinded by that, because what that makes you feel is like, oh, that could have been me one of those days. I'm gonna go heavy. I'm gonna start gambling with my trading. I'm gonna get a huge home run. I'm gonna have one of those days tomorrow, and it's gonna blind you. Stay consistent, and I promise you, in the long run, you will have those days, but you need to stay consistent, and you can't try to have those days. They're going to come naturally. Another thing, guys, is I say this over and over and over again, like, just because there's huge moves in the market every single day, and one of the reasons I see so many people accounts is they're trying to catch every single move, trying to catch every bottom, every top. No, that doesn't matter. My goal is to find a system where I can catch chunks of some moves. I don't want to catch every move. I don't want to be at my computer for 10 hours a day just trading. I don't want to. That's the truth. I don't want to replace a 9 to 5 with a 9:30 to 4. No, my goal is I found a system. You guys have a system. And our goal is to kite and monetize off of catching chunks of moves. I just want to catch a chunk of it on my goal. I'm not trying to catch the exact bottom or the exact top. I'm trying to catch the pre-market high retest to the new high day. That's my chunk, and that chunk added up turns into a lot of money. So I'm going to come back here in a little bit, but if Ali wants to give any last thoughts or tips, I'll let him do that now.
I think you put it beautifully, where, you know, people come into the market and they want to make X amount of money. Oh, I need X amount of money to quit my job. Or the biggest thing when it comes to trading is the dollar amount, right? So for example, let's take an individual. We're going to say this individual, they had $5,000 in their account. Okay, this is what they started with, and now they're down to 1K. So what do? Every day they approach the market and they said, well, I did have 5K, but now I only have 1K. And when I say that, the first thing that subconsciously prints in the back of your mind is, I got to make it back. Got to make it back. And I've seen this, right? I've taught hundreds of students over the years. I went through this myself, right? And what happens is they always want to try to make it back. But this is what happens. You lose those 1K because you're chasing this 5K. And now you're down even more money and more money and more money. And what happens is I've had traders come to me where they're down $70,000, right? 70K, okay? So no matter what trade, say they take 3 contracts, okay, and they make $50, subconsciously, they're gonna be like, it's not enough. And every day they come to the market, they say, it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough. You get the point. And what happens is they're wiped out. I've seen this so many times. So our goal, especially with the boot camp and everything we taught, is, hey, let's just avoid blowing up accounts. Let's just practice learning a good strategy. Okay, who cares if we're break even or we lose like $1,000 our first year, right? That's better than losing 70K. Better than losing 70K. If you can keep your losses small during your learning period, especially by taking this boot camp and studying a lot of the EDU we put out, you'll really, really be able to scale. Okay, making back 1K, okay, is much, much easier than making back 70,000. Our goal, as I mentioned before, is to always keep our seat at the table. Okay, 90% of traders don't make it because they don't know how to trade. They run out of money. And that's the biggest thing I see. Traders come in, they have X amount of money, they want to double it, triple it, quadruple it, they lose it all, and boom, they never ever touch the market ever again. And it's sad. You know why? Because they don't realize what the market can do for you. But they realize the negative parts of the market. The market will take everything you have and also give you everything you ever dreamed of. So you have to pick. What side are you going to choose? So I wanted to wrap that up. That's all I have when it comes to a recap. But I do want to share a personal story. So I think this was 2 or 3 years ago. I lost about $18,000 in one day. Right? About $18,000. Okay. One day. Gone. Absolutely evaporated from my brokerage account like a puff of smoke. Okay. So there's 2 things I could have done. So let's write 2 things. I could have bugged out. Okay. Bugged out. Got to make it back. What else could I have done? Stress. Quit, okay, all the right things. Or, on the contrary, I could have made a plan, journaled, okay? Just like the things we talk about in the classes. We talk about trade plans, everything like that. Well, planning, it doesn't just come from trades. It can also come from success. So what was my plan? Okay, if I lost 18K in one day, how many days, how many weeks would it take for me to make that back? Doing exactly what I've done. I have all my stats. I have all my data. How do I have all that data? Journaling. So what I did is go, that'll take me, let's say, 6 weeks to make back. And just like that, poof, I didn't care about the loss anymore. So all I did is just have to follow the plan. So if you're in a similar situation and you're brand new to the strategies, brand new to me and PB, I recommend you just make a plan. And also set proper expectations, okay? You're not buying a Lambo your first week. Okay, you're not buying a Lambo. You're not getting any rollies. Okay, your first year of trading, you're gonna be buying groceries. Okay, groceries. So I just spelled that wrong. That's horrible. Okay, so let's say that's like $500 a month. Okay, so let's say this is your first 6 months. You buy groceries. 6 to 12 months is rent. Say you live in LA and your rent is $1,000. Okay, there's levels to this. Okay, then 12 to 18 months, it's rent and groceries. So now you're making $1,500 or $2K a month. And then 2 years plus, you're making $4K. And then 3 years, you're doing $10, $20K a month. Notice though, I wrote months, not days. A lot of times traders, they hit a big trade and what do? They give it all back. Why? Okay, so let's just use MSCR for example. MSCR went absolutely nuclear. Okay, MSCR went crazy. All right, remember that huge rip it had? Huge rip. Okay, none of the new traders sold it or anything, and they gave it all back on the backside. Same thing with Tesla. Tesla ripped all the way up to 500, and now it's at 410. they gave all that money back. Right? The faster you make money, the faster you will lose it. And there's also one day we'll do a lesson about this, but when things go up, they come back down much quicker. I think it's a staircase up, elevator down. And that is all I have to talk about today. So quick recap is, if you're down a bunch of money, make a plan, journal it, make sure you don't make those same mistakes again, and keep your seat at the table. That is it. Hopefully you enjoyed the bootcamp. I sure as heck had a lot of fun recording this and teaching all of you, and the feedback's been fantastic. So more to come.
Sick. So guys, one other thing I wanted to talk about before this bootcamp goes out is probably the number one reason why traders fail. And I've talked about it a lot in the bootcamp, but you guys just need to be reminded. You have to. Is you're going to lose in trading. You're going to lose in trading, and that's okay. Losing is the biggest part of winning in trading. But just because you lost money last year, or you're down money in the last 2 months, or things aren't going well, doesn't mean you need to try and make back all your losses. Like tomorrow's your last ever day ever trading the markets. If you want to be here for the next 5, 10, 15 years trading, and stop trading like today's your last ever day. Stop. Start viewing the market in terms of months, years, even decades. Like, stop looking at such a short term in trading. You need to zoom out. Every single day, you need to start fresh. You need to start like you have a fresh P&L. Your account has, say, your $1,000, exactly $1,000 in it. Like, act like it's a fresh, everything's fresh. Fresh mindset, fresh psychology, fresh P&L. Act like your all-time P&L is zero. Whether you're up or down, act like your all-time P&L is zero. Do that every day. You do that every week, every month, every year. I don't want you, even if you're down $500,000, I don't want you to think that you're down $500,000. I want you to think that you're even, so that you could trade the best. You're not trying to make back your losses. So guys, with that being said, Bootcamp Day 7 has come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed. Our mentorship is a 3-week mentorship of straight educational materials. On top of that, 150 plus hours of educational classes, weekly meetings with me and Ellie, daily live tradings. We review all your trades with you. We answer all your questions. We take you under our wing and show you exactly the right way to trade. If you're interested, book a call below, see if you're a good fit.